Take number 2. Yeah. Okay. Well, we got a disk error. That's what it's saying up there. You see that? You see it? So a lot of people sit there and say, "Holy cow! What have I got this error?" Well, this error comes from many things. Got too many things that beep and clip in the background here. But the error is coming from the computer. It's telling you a disk error occurred. Press Control Delete. So if you press Control Delete, what do you think happens? It can come back again. I just want to show you this because if I come across things, I teach you at the same time. That's the best way to learn. You see? Okay. It doesn't mean anybody's smarter. Okay, now boot up into Windows. But before you saw the error. So when you get that error, there's two things you can do. You can hit F1, well, not F1. I don't know why I said F1. You can hit F9, and you want to get into your boot record, and you want to change the boot record. Okay, order. So it's not finding the drive that the Windows OS is on. Okay, it's confused. It's saying, which drive is it? It doesn't know which drive, and you're saying, how does that not know? Well, it can't happen. You know, there's ways of fixing that, but might come back again if you even fix it. So it's not something that it should boot into the. Well, now it's trying to load. It loaded. There you go. Different screen every day. It's loading. Still got to clean it. That I know a lot of people are gonna say, well, you shouldn't use no program to clean your computer out. Well, yeah, you should use a program to clean your computer out, because if you don't, the computer is not going to clean itself. I know Microsoft says they do, but they don't do it. It doesn't happen. You have to do it. That's how this thing lasted so long. But you know, we have to change the storage, the drive, the main. It's MBR, master boot record. So that gotta change it out, because some they do go bad, especially the old system with the mechanical hard drive. They go bad. They're notorious for going bad. So I showed you what happens when you get that error. Okay, you can't find the drive, or you can't find the operating system. You press F9. Keep pressing F9. When you reboot it, hit Control Delete F9 until the boot order comes out, and you just select the drive where you hopefully know that Windows is on, and that will connect and reboot. You don't have to reformat. People think, oh my god, I have to reformat Windows. No, you don't. Here is a neat little device. You see this little box here? It looks like this. See this box here? You know what this is? This is 10 gig. 10 gig. So if you got Windows 3.3, 3.1, 3.2, this goes up to 2. And this does Type C or PD. Type 3. Look, yeah. So this has to be powered. You can either run it 5 volts, or use it to connect directly to the system. So the system, you can connect to the system here, or you can use it as a charger as well here. So I got these cables. These are heavy-duty cables. This is Type C. Type C. Type C is different from so this is Type 3. These are actually made by Walmart. So you can plug this in here. That's it. So this is Type 3. Okay, which is 3.1, 3.2, whatever. This goes up to 3.2, and you can plug this into here. Like so. And we have, what do you have on the other end? Another Type C. Okay. You know, there's so many different types of Type C, as you can see here. to this cable is for high-speed transfers. You still can transfer stuff from the computer, but this is high speed. So that by the time it takes the input of this into this and sends it through the device. Like for instance, say I want to download some videos. I want to send them to the phone, and I want to edit them on the phone. That's what I would do. Exactly. Say you're running the video, the webcam up there. You see it up there? There you go. Up there. I'm running the Wise Care right now because to clean up the system because something's wrong. Again, you gotta keep cleaning. Yeah, a glitch can cause a lot. Now, this could cause a glitch because this is hooked up directly into the computer, and the computer will get confused because it doesn't know what you have going on. Because that's silly, but it does happen. So this is connected into a high-speed port. Actually, this goes into the computer. To be honest with you, the thicker these cables are, the better speed you're gonna get. But a lot of stuff that are not compatible with these thick cables. Only certain kind of devices are supported. Now this computer came with 4 Type 3s. So you have them in the front of the computer. If the back Type 3s go bad, or any port in the back USB goes bad, you have to switch for another port. I'm sure that's happened. You say, oh my goodness, what happened to the port? Now, for instance, if I want to transfer data, I'm going to use this connector right here and to transfer data, and this one is for charging devices. So this one is for it's a hub. It's like a splitter. Okay. Now you heard it when it connected. The system recognizes it. See? Again, connect. And let you know. Let you know that you're connecting USB devices in here. One problem that a lot of these programs that clean up the system, they seem to forget is the USB. Every time you plug in something into the USB, a record, the system keeps track. Okay, he got gaming mouse. He got gaming keyboard. He got special high Logitech webcam. He got whatever you got USB, and you plug in your phone, especially your phone. Again, you plug in everything in the USB. The Windows records and remembers, but it can get corrupted. And then that file needs to be deleted and cleaned out. There was another company, IOBIT, okay, have Game Booster. So inside Game Booster had a feature to take care of the USB. But I don't understand why these other companies don't do the same thing. I contacted this company and I said, hey, why don't you have a USB cleaner? Oh, good idea. Never implemented. Why do you have to download iGame Booster with all its ass, all its garbage, to do the same thing? It doesn't make no sense. So this clean. Because how is this going to fix the system? That's the problem with Windows. Windows remembers everything, and it has to. Otherwise, when you plug in your device, it's going to say, oh, I recognize that. Then it shouldn't have to plug, it shouldn't have to download the driver or anything that it's needed for it. You see? Of course, there's a way of doing that, too. I had showed in a video where we disabled some features because Windows would automatically download the driver and install it automatically. You can disable that feature, too. So, anyway, there's a video that shows that. Setup, I think it's called. The video. But you gotta clean up the machine. It's very important. Not to use this program. You can use Microsoft program. To me. And then you can run the test and see if it clean. And you're gonna find out something didn't clean. Because that's the way they are, because each company is different. I had an opportunity with this company here to work with them. A few of us, and in return you get something for free. But I'm not promoting it now or anything. I'm just saying, you can use it free. Oh, it's found. You gotta be careful with this. Advanced cleaner, I wouldn't use it. If you use it, you got to be careful because it can damage your system. Now you say, gee, you just recommend it to use. Yeah, but you got to be careful and don't select everything, because if you select the wrong device or select the wrong object, like for instance, you can remove the old and the BAK files and the temp files, but be careful on log files because you don't want to delete the log files. If you delete the log files, you're messing up the computer. It might have, because there's files for video, there's files for your Wi-Fi, and even you put the driver back in and everything, it still don't work because something's broken. You mess up the system. Gotta be careful. Now, what I'm doing is pretty safe. What I'm saying, the advanced cleaner is dangerous. That's why I don't use it anymore. You gotta be careful, because I don't want to go through the problem of trying to restore the computer, which I shouldn't have to do. So you gotta be careful there. Okay. But your computer runs good. Think of the computer, the Windows computer. Think of it as your engine in your car. You gotta maintenance. You gotta make sure it works good. Now, Microsoft said they're gonna get rid of the ads. As you see, there's no ads. Oh, I never have. Oh. I can't tell you how to do it, but they're going to get rid of it so your system runs faster. I wish they do with Android because it's out of control. I'm talking about if you use third party. Well, whoever your ISP gives you a news feed, and if you watch some of the news feed, but that's overdoing it. But I guess that's how they pay for all of that. Somebody has to pay for it. I mean, you're saying I pay for my phone, monthly I pay my service and all that. Yeah, but they want to provide news and all sorts of things, and you have to pay for it once you subscribe. Okay, this thing said 551 junk files for hard traces. It's asking me if I want to delete cookies. No, I don't know. I have to reconfigure this one here. You gotta be careful. If you delete the cookies, then when you go to your sites or things, you're gonna have to put the password in. You go through security. You go through all that stuff. You gotta be careful. It depends how you're running your computer. Okay. Girlfriend, she got a message on her Facebook saying somebody got into the system. I've seen those too. I've had those too. You have to change it. And you have to make it so hard that you can't remember it. You should have it on a thumb drive or something to keep the password so you can remember. Otherwise, you're going to have a hard time trying to figure out the puzzle because you made a puzzle hard for you. Some companies, they use favorite color, when you were a kid, mother's name, all those little things. Assistance number. I showed you. Okay, that's password generator. If you create passwords, I'll show you there. I did have to run registry defrag because when I ran it, did you know it was really bad? It said so. So I ran it. Then the whole system shuts down, goes through a cleaning process, and it packs the registry. It packs it up, like I told you. Because if the registry has every time you add something to your computer, every time USB, every time you change configuration, every time you install apps, updates, the registry is like this, packed solid. You see, and then eventually what happens is every time you add stuff, it gets out. It's all over the place. So this thing rearranges it and packs it nice and neat, and it boots. Windows boots fast. Everything runs better. But after a while, it can happen again, and you have to keep going. Okay. Okay. And we're done there. That's it. Very simple. Okay. So this was about managing your system.